Here comes the candidate, Shane Scott.
So just listen to the baby. Can't stop me now. Hear what I say. My feet want to move, so get out of the way. I'm gonna have my say.
I wore out. How are you doing?
You're hot worn out from Shane Scott's votes.
I'm going to every discotheque.
Hello.
Anything to say for the camera?
You look very nice today.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's take a selfie.
You like that?
I do. All right. For all you newbie political operatives, we're ready for the debate, and we all have questions that we've written and typed up. I've got mine ready to go. And so what's going to happen is they're going to call out for us to show up, and we all storm the mic to ask the question. And the challenge for me, hi. How's the sign business been this semester? Sure, pretty well. That was the guy, Johnny Diaz, who gets all the sign business. Anyway, we all rush up to the mic, we ask our question, and don't let the people who moderate it cut us off, because they always try to do that every year. They let you get out 2 syllables, and they say, it's a question. But look, I have a question typed up. So that's the backstory for what's about to happen. And you guys should really come to these things. They're really important. Here's another diehard. You're always showing up at these things, and I really appreciate all your speeches. You were there for every Capes Camp speech, and you really were on target, because I've watched all those public hearings. So thank you. Wendell, right? David
Yes.
Wendell? Yeah, I should know his name. I heard a million of his speeches. All right. Still no literature from the incumbent. I guess he has no track record. Lots. Oh, I almost let my candidate down. I forgot my question in the car. Now I'm ready. Now I'm locked and loaded. Shane, you asked me to be nice with that selfie. You know I'm nice. I cut your footage as your first campaign manager to your favor. I really did. I don't ever edit people poorly in video. They did it to me all the time in the Statesman and the other paper. Y'all know who you are. You did it all the time. You would take weird photos, and I'd get emails about my hairdo. For reals, people. I'm Lisa Marie Cavaletta. This question's for Mr. Scott. You said at the coded debate that Capes Camp landowners had a right to sell their property. Yet it was the rezoning of the multifamily that allowed that development to occur. Did they have the right to rezone in your mind, and does the owner of a 10-acre lot in my neighborhood have a right to build a multifamily apartment too?
You have to slow down a little somewhere than that.
Okay,
Okay, you're saying they have the right to.
Slower, would you like me to read it
Yeah,
slower?
read it slow.
I'll read it real slow. You said at the coded debate
I
that
got that
Capes
part.
Camp landowners, I don't know which part we didn't get, had a right to sell their property. Yet it was the rezoning to multifamily that allowed that development to occur. Did they have the right to rezone in your mind, and does the owner of a 10-acre lot in my neighborhood have the right to build multifamily apartments too?
Yes, they have the right to rezone, and I don't know the conditions of your lot.
That was the answer I was looking for.
I spoke for over a year against the apartment complexes on Capes Camp. It wasn't the best or the highest use of the property, and I don't think there are many people in this room who would think otherwise. 74% of voters voted that they would like that to be parkland. What we got was yet again another student housing complex in a single-family neighborhood. They are now going through all of the issues that all of the other neighborhoods have gone through that have been saddled with these 1,000-bedroom student housing complexes. I'm on the neighborhood commission, and I'm attempting to work with that neighborhood right now to decide whether they're going to get parking stickers or what they're going to do to keep the apartment shenanigans from overflowing into their neighborhoods.
Another question from the audience. Rise. This is a question for Mr. Scott. Do you really believe that 1,000-bedroom, rent-by-the-bedroom apartment complexes are neighborhood compatible, being placed right across the street from quiet, well-established, single-family neighborhoods?
In that particular situation, yes, it works.
Is there, I don't know what particular situation he's talking about, so I'll just refer to them in general. They're incompatible, and anyone who lives next to one or knows someone who lives next to one knows that they're incompatible. It doesn't matter if you get the parking stickers or what you do, they're still very noisy. They finally put one in next to me after years of me going and speaking against these developments back believe it was last August when they put capstone cottages in. And my neighbors they have small children. We have about 7 or 8 children under the age of probably 8 years old on my street. Their kids can't sleep at night. They're calling the police constantly. They feel like they can't hang out in their backyard because of the profanity and just the loud parties going on at the pool. And it really deteriorates your quality of life. And we're homeowners. That's our biggest investment that we ever make. You know, a lot of us are hoping that we get to retire the equity of our home, and we won't be able to if our lives and our homes have been deteriorated to the point they're not worth anything.
Are there other questions from the audience?
David Wendell, this is for Mr. Scott.
Please speak into the microphone.
David Wendell, this is for Mr. Scott. Your recently accepted $1,000 contribution from the principal in the company High Point Trace, Mrs. Karen Williams, is seeking $19 million PID incentive for the city that is scheduled for a vote in 2 weeks. What do you say to the citizens who feel that this is inappropriate, and do you intend to keep the contribution?
Well, I don't think it's inappropriate, actually. As a matter of fact, I wasn't on the committee to decide the facts or any of the negotiations that went on for that development. I left that to 3 other council members to participate in that. So as far as will I keep it, I have kept it. I haven't spent it. It's still there, along with all the other contributions that I have.
Derek? I wonder how the citizens can be assured that Mr. Scott's going to be able to make an unbiased decision or an impartial decision when he's accepted a $1,000 donation from someone and the vote is in 2 weeks. Our city charter, and I was on the charter review committee, or commission, so I'm very familiar with the ethics portion of it. And as a city council member, you're supposed to steer away from anything that could even give the appearance of impropriety. And I think that anyone that sees a $1,000 donation and then knows that you're going to be voting for that person, they have a $19 million pit on the line, is going to seriously wonder whether that vote of yours is purchased or not. Just my opinion.